Hello, welcome back to Marilyn Storytime here at Lehman Library. We're just so pleased that you've joined us again today. I know you're enjoying all these fun stories. Every day we have something new, and you can come to the library and find some of these stories and read them for yourself and tell your own story to your friends. So today's story that I chose was Chrysanthemum. Now that's a really big word. I know it's kind of a little challenge to even spell it. But the story is about a little mouse family, and the little girl, her name was Chrysanthemum. Her parents, before she was born, were so excited that she was going to join them in their family, and they wanted to pick out the perfect name for her. They were so excited, just like your parents probably do when you were born. They wanted to make sure your name was just right for you. So they looked around and they thought, Chrysanthemum, that's the perfect name for our child. So when she was born, that's what she got named. She was perfect in every way. They loved her so much. They thought she was the best baby, and it was wonderful. And as she grew, she became even more perfect in their eyes, and they just always told her how beautiful she was, and that she looked just as beautiful as the flowers outside. And she was just so happy. And as she got older, she was happy with her name too. And she would repeat it. She'd go like, Chrysanthemum, Chrysanthemum, Chrysanthemum. It has such a nice sound to it. And she was always so happy when she wrote her name, Chrysanthemum. It looked so beautiful in ink. When she went to see the flowers, she would even write her name in the dirt. And when she used her special orange crayon, oh, it just was wonderful. Every day it was perfect. Her parents made her feel so special. But as she got older, it was time for her to go to school. So she put on her best yellow sunshiny outfit and she went to school the first day. She hopped and skipped and went to school, and it was perfect. She wrote her name along the way in the dirt, and she was so excited. She got and met her teacher, who was so happy to see her. And when she sat down with all the other students, with Victoria and Joe and Rita, they all introduced themselves, and when it got to her name, she said, "My name is Chrysanthemum." And all the children giggled. Chrysanthemum? What kind of name is that? They said. That sounds like a flower. I have a name, Joe and Rita and Victoria. We're all named after our grandmother. What are you named after? The garden? Oh my goodness, Chrysanthemum was crushed. She was no longer feeling so perfect. All day long, she heard things from the children. It was like, how many letters are in your name, Chrysanthemum? Oh, 13 letters. Oh my goodness, that's half the alphabet. And then they would look at her name tag, and it covered the whole name tag. And they said, wow, your name almost doesn't fit on your name tag. Oh my goodness, what kind of name did your parents name you? So by the end of the day, Chrysanthemum was not feeling well. She went home, and they said, how was your day? She said, dreadful. It was dreadful. I don't ever want to go back to school again, she said. Well, her parents, being the parents that they were, made her feel wonderful when she got home. They said, oh, Chrysanthemum has such a nice sound to it. Don't be worried about it. And they cooked her favorite food, macaroni and cheese. And she ate dinner, and everything was great. She went to bed that night, really dreaming about not going to school the next day, but she had to go. So the next day when she woke up, she thought, oh, it's going to be all right. She got to school, and they all giggled again, and they said, oh, there's Chrysanthemum. She does look like a flower. Let's pick her. Let's smell her. Oh, and Chrysanthemum just thought that was so awful. Her name was not perfect, like her parents said. She went home sad again. Oh, I don't want to go to school, she said. I don't think it's perfect for me. Again, her parents made her feel wonderful and special because her name was perfect. They named her a perfect flower. Well, the next day she went to school. She met a teacher. Her name was Mrs. Twinkle. And all the children loved her because she was the music teacher. And they thought, oh, this is great. And the music teacher showed them all sorts of nice songs and taught them all sorts of tunes. And they were all having such a fun time. They all loved Miss Twinkle. And Miss Twinkle said, we're going to start a play for our family. Rita, I want you to be the fairy queen. Joe, you can be the butterfly. And I'm trying to remember the other name, whatever name it was. She said, you're going to get to be the pixie messenger. And Chrysanthemum, you get to be the daisy. And all the kids laughed. Oh, Chrysanthemum gets to be another flower. And they were all laughing. And Mrs. Twinkle said, why are you laughing at that? They said, because she's a ready flower. You know, we got to smell her and pick her. And Miss Twinkle said, well, you know, my name is long. Now, my last name is Twinkle, but do you want to know what my name is? And the children said, what is your name? And she said, my name is Delphinium Twinkle. And the children just couldn't believe it. Your name is Delphinium? What is that? And she says, I'm named after a flower as well. Delphiniums and chrysanthemums are wonderful little flowers. So all the children said, you know what? Maybe I should be named a flower. How about if you call me Carnation? And I'll be Marigold. And how about Lily of the Valley? That would be fun. And so finally, all the children started to love Chrysanthemum after all. And they all ended up thinking that being a flower wasn't so bad after all. And that's the end of the story. So I hope if you ever go to school and somebody makes fun of you, always try to find the best thing about it. Sometimes somebody might laugh at you or make fun of you, but most of the time it ends up well. You just have to be brave and keep going. So I hope you liked that story today, and I hope you'll go raise some chrysanthemums. Some people just call them mums, and there are all sorts of varieties of them. They come in all sorts of colors, but she happened to like yellow, so that's why we have yellow today. So have a good day, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.